Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Spartan.
And I'm Pudgey.
And we're watching Dark Season 1, Episode 9. This season is picking up like crazy. Everything is just getting wild.
We've been so excited to get back to watching
Like we are every week. It's just becoming a normal thing now. Everything is just going nuts. It's blowing our brains. It's blowing our minds, I should have said. And, you know, we left off with Ulrich being the person who gave Helge his scarring, his damaged ear, all of it, which, you know, in 1953.
Yes.
It's just that's some mind-blowing stuff already.
The thing is, you guys know, once we finish doing our very long discussions, we end up discussing more so after as well, just off camera, because our brains are thinking, they're ticking over. And we were having a discussion last week about this, and just between Ulrich and Helge. And we just thought it was wild. Like, I know we discussed it in last episode's discussion, but I feel like it was just even more like, Ulrich was wearing the clothes he wore to beat what year was it? 53 Helge, like as a child. And then he's seeing him wear those clothes literally with the blood and everything on him as an old man in 2019.
Yeah. So when he woke up and he's like, I remember, I mean, the timing, that just hits different upon a rewatch, because you're like, holy shit, the way the timing of that happens. If only Helge could have gotten his words out, he literally could have changed that timeline. But
and it makes sense why his like vitals were just going nuts.
Yeah, I could have felt like Ulrich wasn't that antagonizing. Like, I don't understand why he was freaking out, but he's just woken up, gotten the memory back, and he's almost like, it was you. Like, how freaky would that be?
So I think we said it again last episode, but it was potentially, I don't know, Helge was probably like, we were thinking stop him, maybe Noah, or like this whole time thing, but maybe it was just as small as Ulrich. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's both. I have no idea.
I mean, he has said he needs to stop Noah separately.
Yes.
But when he says it was him, I can't remember what we said back then, but if we thought it was Noah, no, that was definitely a reference to Ulrich. Mm-hmm. Speaking of Noah, I was just thinking about our theories, because, you know, when we saw him, I don't know, kill Mads, we don't actually see him kill Mads, but Mads' dead body's getting dragged out. We assume he killed Mads. And he writes down a date, which we then, a date and a time, I think, which we then attributed to the book that Tronte and Peter had. Now, we're always saying, oh, that must be the times of time travel. But then
like when someone passes through.
Yes, but then it didn't exactly line up, because no one was there when Jonas travelled back, for example, or when Ulrich travelled. But we do see him writing it down right after Mads died. So I'm wondering, rather than being the time and date of time travel, if it's more so the time and date of certain deaths occurring through time.
Yes.
There's obviously more to it, but it seems to line up better with that. So I'm going more with that, just based on what we've seen so far.
Okay, interesting. And we know that has big effects, because that could mean, like, say if Jonas was in the past as his present self, or again, I don't know what the fuck I'm calling it, but then he wouldn't exist. So we know there's really big implications with that.
Yeah, and it brings us back to these deaths having some sort of significance, because they're not random deaths.
Yes.
The timing is too specific. Why record them? They're trying to obviously change something in time, or their specific bloodlines or people. We don't know what their effects were going to be in the future to know how they impact the timeline. We got to see Claudia as an old lady last episode.
Yeah, I'm like 99% sure it was her.
Yeah, we're not 100% confirmed, but I think most likely, based on the photos we saw, it was her. And she was staring at some sort of bunker wall, which had, you know, the red rope running from all the timelines and the different people. So, assuming that was all one scene, she sort of also, you know, we're seeing a few different people now tracking down bloodlines and families and individuals through time, trying to map together something. We don't know what it is yet, but they're mapping together something.
I'm hoping that we get some answers this episode, maybe next.
Yeah, by the end of this season, surely we'll get propelled forward a little bit. But I feel like in this show, whenever you get propelled forward, more questions open up. So it's that kind of game we're in now. We're going to see a little bit more from Townhouse last episode. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but We had the cloaked man approach townhouse in 86. We didn't sort of confirm exactly where he was, but he was an old man working on the clocks, and the cloaked man pretty much told him about time travel, that he's from the future and that he needs his help to fix that device, which we now understand is actually used to harness the power of wormholes, so he can kind of time travel more at will, as opposed to the doors and the caves, which is still, we don't even know how that even came to be.
So did he go to 53 to see him?
No, because 53 we know was where Ulrich was, and he was a young man.
Yes, and he went to 86.
So we're assuming it's 86.
Right,
that he's an old man, okay? I don't exactly have all the details.
Yeah.
But Ulrich also saw the same townhouse in 53 and left his jacket there, which had his phone in it.
Yeah.
Now, that was before he'd written the book, so one's left to wonder.
That's what I was thinking, 53. Yes, that makes sense. Okay, all right. Yeah, that's actually creepy, because...
Was Ulrich the catalyst for him even writing this time travel stuff and exploring it? Who did one have to happen for the other? Like, this whole chicken and egg situation where we don't know what came first and what came after.
Isn't it?
Really, you get, our last discussion, we're getting lost in the details, because it's kind of like, yeah, but this is happening and they're trying to do this, but have they already tried to do this in the past? Is anyone even changing anything?
I wonder if that's what inspired this story, in a sense. Like, what came first, chicken or egg? And you start with that question and you just go, okay, let's really explore this. And you just
when you added the time travel and then multiple timelines, it really is just a mind-boggling experience. Thank you to all of our Patreon supporters. If you want up to 4 weeks of early access to our reactions, or you want to watch our uncut reactions, we'll leave a link down below.
And if you guys are watching this over on YouTube, don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments down below what you thought of the episode.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
Seit jeher rätselt der Mensch über seine Herkunft, seine Entstehung. Von Gott geschaffen oder ein Produkt der Evolution?
Man's origin gets such a new meaning when you look at the context of this show.
Gleichzeitig sehen.
Yesterday and tomorrow at the same time.
Und das Ende.
The origin
Das
and the
Universum
end.
in einem Augenblick.
Yeah, well, we know that essentially everything happening simultaneously.
That's interesting, the way they're looking at it.
Woher kommt
What
er?
is man? Where does
Was
it say?
treibt ihn an? Was ist
Like,
sein
what is the purpose? Oh!
Yeah. But again, these questions change so much when you look at it in the context of this wormhole and this circle of time.
Yeah, sorry, Noah was on the screen. All of that to end with Noah. Yes, I agree with you. The timing, ironically, was not great. Everything is now.
I just know this episode's going to mess us up.
Oh, yeah.
You fixed the machine. Maybe.
All right, we're in 53. Let's remember that. Oh, he looks like exactly like the...
gefunden haben auf der Baustelle. Meinst du, einer hat das Gleiche mit ihm gemacht? Oder
Oh yeah, I don't know where Helge is.
wegen der Hose?
Imagine the regret you'd feel as a mother.
I mean, she was pretty damn cold.
Wo willst du hin?
Zur Polizei.
There's like no reassurance, just straight to the police.
Oh man, that is a sight.
I know.
You can tell he can't believe what he's done, but he thinks he's doing it for the greater good.
Doppler ist da. In deinem Büro. Sagt, sein Junge ist verschwunden. Vielleicht hattest du recht, dass es noch nicht alles ist.
Oh, he knew alright.
Er hat
It's
gesagt,
not even
sein Sohn
related
ist
though,
verschwunden.
the situations.
Er wollte wissen,
Oh
ob
ja,
eines der toten
Uri.
Kinder vielleicht sein Junge ist. Was für ein Mal. Ich weiß nicht, aber... Er hat nach dem Jungen vom Doppler gefragt.
Oh, is he putting it together already?
Dude, it's like Egon and is always made to suspect Ulrich, even when he doesn't know it's Ulrich.
I know,
He
right?
just always goes to Ulrich.
Herr Kahnwald hat mir gesagt, dass Ihr Sohn verschwunden sei.
Carnwall, that's related to Hannah.
Hannah, yeah.
Oh, maybe it's
Wann war
her
das genau?
father when he's younger
Frau
or
sagt,
something.
gegen 15 Uhr.
3 o'clock. I wonder if that ties into the threes without even like realizing. Because not like Ulrich went, 3 o'clock, we're going to do this.
Ich will, dass Sie meinen Jungen wiederfinden. Koste es, was es wolle. Alles andere ist mir gleich. Das Kernkraftwerk. Alles.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
That's big.
They're looking for the dog that went in the cave. That dog's finished.
Warum seid ihr weg von da, wo ihr herkommt? Seid ihr Bankräuber auf der Flucht?
What an imagination.
Meine Mutter wollte eine Veränderung.
She wanted a change. I'm still like suspicious about that.
Dreh dich mal.
I don't get why this woman has so much presence. Like, she's come into their home.
I know.
And somehow the homeowner's like nervous around her.
I know. That's what I mean. There's something about her, isn't there?
Was hat denn dein Mann beruflich gemacht? Er war Pfarrer. Aber ich kann nicht sagen, dass er ein Mann vom Glauben war.
Way. No
Noah?
way. No way.
So did he like go...
Manchmal glaube ich, ist es gut, dass er tot ist.
Oh, what the hell?
Does she think he's dead because he went missing? Okay, we're...
Nah, she said that he's not dead. She knows that he's not.
Ich habe zu Gott gebetet,
She just said, I think it's good that he's
dass
dead.
das Kind wegmacht, noch bevor es geboren war.
And then we cut straight to Noah. It can't be coincidence.
Jeden Tag gebetet, dass ihm etwas zustößt.
Damn.
Weil es vielleicht nicht Bernds ist.
Oh my god, so
Now-
she's talking to Noah right now.
Yeah, and that makes sense why she treated him like that.
Wir sind alle voller Sünde. Den reinen Menschen gibt es nicht.
What a bleak existence, like believe
bleak
that.
outlook.
Yeah.
Und wenn es nicht Gottes Hand ist, wenn es die Hand des Teufels ist.
As he touches her.
Menschen, denen wir begegnen, begegnen wir nicht aus Zufall.
Maybe the devil sent him.
Berühren die Leben
Ja.
der anderen und werden berührt. Und werden so mit Gottes Hand geleitet zu unserer wahren Bestimmung.
There's the guy killing people with shovels and shit.
Well, he believes he's doing God's work.
Und ob ich schon wanderte im finsteren Tal, so fürchte ich kein Unglück.
Oof.
Denn du bist bei mir.
Oh my, that is
And
so
we know
creepy.
later on he's working with Helge as he's older. You know what I mean?
Gutes und Barmherzigkeit werden mir folgen, mein Leben lang. Und ich werde bleiben im Hause des Herrn, immer da.
Oh no, they're gonna see him full of blood. Oh shit, what happens here? Didn't even wash up. Like, what
I
are we
don't know,
doing?
that's what I mean. You didn't think to clean up or anything?
You just need to get back to your timeline, you know? Imagine you can't.
At least he's in control there. Like, he is the police.
Yeah.
Do you reckon that's where he's heading? Right to the caves?
Yeah, you would think so.
Oh, shit.
He gets stopped so close.
What do you do?
Oh my god, if you get locked up in this time.
Oh, he's blaming him for that.
Die beiden Jungs? Das kann nicht sein. Die dürfen da gar nicht sein. Ich hab's geändert.
Can't be there. I changed it.
So
Oh,
he
because
thought he would change it. He thought it'd be immediate. That proves that that he was wrong.
Helge ist tot. Er wird nie wieder töten können. Du bist ein Wahnsinn.
Oh my god.
Dreh dich um. Dreh dich um.
You sound crazy saying that, right?
Ich hab's doch geändert.
Oh my god, how confused is he gonna be now? And you're stuck in the wrong timeline in jail. Oh my god.
Man's not dead.
Yeah, which we knew.
What is this?
We know what it is. He's
Yeah, I
fixing
know,
it
but
now.
like, why now the second one? You know?
Oh, okay, yeah. Who the hell is this now?
We've not seen him before, right?
I don't think so. So we're back to 86 now. That's
Okay.
cool now how they use that new transition to tell us which timeline.
Ich wollte nur wissen, ist Ulrich noch im Gefängnis?
Heute müssen wir ihn rauslassen.
Hat der Tiedemann gesagt, wer es erzählt hat?
Just making sure.
The cover, I'd blame Regina now.
Und du und Ulrich?
Was soll mit uns sein?
Ich weiß nicht, aber deine Mutter dreht doch bestimmt voll durch, wenn ihr euch jetzt weiter seht.
Das ist mir egal. Niemand stellt sich zwischen uns.
And they literally didn't. They like stayed together, had children.
Wenn ich herausfinde, wer das dem Bullen erzählt hat, ich mach den fertig.
Oh, shit.
Vielleicht war es Regina. Ich meine, der
No
Tiedemann ist
way,
ihr
man.
Großvater.
Don't tell me she belts Regina.
Man sieht sich.
Oh my god. Hannah, she just annoys me.
Yeah,
like,
she really is toxic, man.
Oh,
She's the poison.
yeah, right? These two bound together by time.
I know. He's a younger version is arresting the older version of him in another timeline. That's crazy.
Oh, we know. And you've arrested him before.
Ein Blick. Ich kenne den Blick. Ich weiß, dass du Dreck am Stecken hast.
Two meanings there.
Mit all dem, was zu tun hast, das habe ich im Blut.
Vielleicht ist auch Krebs.
You feel it in his bones, and it's like, dude, you're correct, but you're never gonna put it
And
together.
when people say that in general, you're just like, oh, like I just got this hunch, but no, not this time.
Oh!
Von unserer Familie fernhältst. Und ich werde dafür sorgen, dass du von Mats Fall abgezogen wirst.
Oh, wow.
Damn, he wasn't ready for it. He was like,
Really? Oh, he's probably the best person to be on Mads' case.
I know. Kind of similar to the device that Jonas used to navigate. It was sensing like the radiation.
Yeah.
That's a dog from 53.
What the?
But how did he get through the doors? Like,
But yeah, that's what I'm confused about.
that's Claudia. It's Gretchen.
Right.
Oh my god! I just realised that'd be insane. 33 years later, you've seen your freaking dog.
Oh, that is wild.
Warum hat der Tiedemann nicht eigentlich so auf den Kieker?
Er denkt, ich bin der Antichrist.
It's more than that.
Oh my god, poor Regina, dude.
We're about to see. Oh no.
Ich weiß, was du gemacht hast. Soll das Rache sein für den Sommer?
How do you take someone's word for it? 100%.
Nacht da hängen lassen.
They're still justifying the game. Like, dude, she's freaking hanging there.
Ich muss jetzt los. Siehst du das hier? Habe ich von meiner Mutter. Und warum?
I was
Wow,
correct.
yeah.
Yeah.
Vergewaltigung?
Honestly, I have to pick up with like, what are you doing? Like, what are you talking about?
Ulrich trying to stop her in fairness.
Dass ich kotzen möchte.
Oh, damn.
Oh my god.
Hey, stopp!
Verpiss dich, das geht dich nichts an.
Ich hab gesagt, ihr sollt aufhören.
Ich
Okay.
hab gesagt, du sollst dich verpissen.
Wasn't this guy really badly injured?
Entschuldigt euch jetzt bei ihr.
Is he like trying to change time or?
Ich hab gesagt, ihr sollt euch
Oh.
entschuldigen.
Is that Alexander, maybe?
Ihr zwei haut jetzt ganz schnell ab von hier. Und wenn ihr ihr noch einmal wehtut.
Because I'm assuming this is when they would have like hung her upside down, right?
Damn. Well, he looks kind of like Alexander.
Yeah.
No, they already hung her. They said that it's past. That was
Oh.
over the summer. That's why they think she got back at them.
Danke.
Yeah, he ain't doing well.
Halb so schlimm.
Du musst zu einem Arzt.
Yeah, he ain't from this timeline.
Wir haben zu Hause Verbandzeug. Meine Mutter ist nicht da. Ich kann das machen.
Waiting for her to say his name for confirmation.
Wie heißt du?
Here we go.
Alexander.
Boom,
Damn.
baby!
So he ain't from. Yeah, he probably ain't from this timeline. That's wild.
Ich will wissen, was im Sommer genau passiert ist.
Das habe ich dir bereits erzählt. Ein Störfall im Volumenkontrollsystem.
Das reicht mir nicht.
Yeah, I know. What was the incident?
Es ist nur eine verschwindend geringe radioaktive Menge ausgetreten. Wir haben den gesamten Boden abgetragen und alles in sichere Verwahrung gebracht.
What, in the cave?
Wer weiß alles davon?
Es ist in der Nachtschicht passiert. Der Schichtleiter, eine Handvoll Mitarbeiter, Helge.
Of course, Helge knows.
In der Nacht war da noch mehr? Ist da noch was passiert? Irgendwas Komisches?
Trying to make sense of her dog properly?
Es gibt keine Wahrheit, nur Geschichten. Und die Geschichte dieser Stadt liegt jetzt in deinen Händen.
Interesting. He's very much molding that story.
Kann so etwas wie Tschernobyl bei uns passieren?
Yes.
Du entscheidest, welche Geschichte du erzählen willst.
Pretty wild. That's a lot of pressure too. Helge. There's a belt.
Oh, his older self's watching his younger self. That is crazy.
So he's in...
Must be 86.
86, yes. Yeah, why not Forest Path? Oh my god. This is trippy as shit.
And this is when he doesn't rock up for the interview.
Yes. It's creepy seeing his head like bashed in like that now.
Yeah, especially when you know what happened.
Yeah. Oh, so he actually did go to follow it up. I wonder where the old Helge is now.
Yeah?
What are you doing? Like the eyes are rolling back.
He's obviously nervous.
Ooh. Tell me he's gonna go in.
You'd definitely be suspicious of a basement just sitting there.
Right?
Where did the old Helga go?
That's what, yeah, that's what I was wondering. What does it say? I wish I knew what that said.
Got different passports.
It's a different picture. Oh.
So that's Alexander. The other one was something like Boris or something.
Geboren am 21.01.
1965.
That's his identity for this time.
Yes. But I had a different picture, so I don't... He's like pretending to be someone else?
Well, he has different identities for different timelines.
Well, that's a big assumption, but yeah.
Well, he's got two passports, two different names, different photos. That's what it looked like.
Yeah, but it would be the same photo otherwise. So it actually looks like him.
Well, wait on it, Pudgey. You're confusing yourself.
Ein junger Mann ist hier, um Sie zu sehen. Er sagt, er ist ein Freund Ihrer Tochter.
Ein Freund?
Ja, er ist auf der Suche nach Arbeit, wenn ich das richtig verstanden habe.
Ja.
Alexander? Yeah.
And he then comes to lead this place next.
Yeah.
Regina hat gesagt, sie könnten mir da vielleicht helfen.
Haben Sie eine Ausbildung?
Ich bin gelernter Schlosser. Ich kann arbeiten. Hart. Ich lerne schnell.
He's definitely inserting himself in this environment on purpose.
Alles, was ich will, ist eine Chance.
Tut mir leid. Im Moment brauchen wir keine neuen Leute.
Especially with not all the shit going on.
Aber vielleicht bald. Wie kann ich Sie erreichen?
Na, ich komme einfach morgen wieder vorbei.
Oh man.
It's gonna be persistent. They built this together.
So
under here. It was under here.
Warum funktioniert es nicht? Das wird es. Geduld.
How did Noah choose Helge?
Es ist das Schicksal von Pionieren, beharrlich ihrem Weg zu folgen, trotz aller Widrigkeiten, zu glauben, obwohl niemand anders glaubt.
It almost feels predatory because he knew, like, yeah, I don't know.
Nicht mehr. Warum würde Gott all das hier wollen? Hm?
Ooh, okay.
Warum würde Gott all das hier wollen? Wer wie du in die Hölle geblickt hat, wird sie nicht mehr los. Wird zu einem Teil von dir.
Interesting.
So Noah's come and he's pulling the strings.
Es gibt keinen Gott. Gott
There
hat
is
es
no
nicht
God.
erschaffen. Gott hat keinen Plan. Es gibt überhaupt gar keinen.
So he's playing God.
Yeah. He's pushing him to do it.
He's a creepy man.
Das Leben eine einzige Spirale von Verletzungen. Und die Welt hat so verdammt unterzugehen.
He has a very bleak outlook. Wow.
Das ist unsere Arche.
That's your ark.
Oh, Noah's Ark. There you go. Okay.
Wenn wir alles verändern, dann bestimmen wir das Schicksal der Welt fernab von allem Bösen. Jedem Schmerz.
Yeah, by killing Pete like.
Eine Zeitmaschine.
Okay.
Die alles neu sortiert. Den Anfang und das Ende.
Reorders everything, okay.
So man's trying to like
but what do you
sweep the world clean of all the darkness and bring his own light.
Like, where do you start? Where do you end? Like,
Well, obviously he's identifying that with his timeline understandings. Now the third one of that is risen.
yeah. Oh, where he hit the gun and the Boris.
She still has that.
She was snooping on him and took it.
Oh, back 2019. It feels like it's been a minute.
Oh, fuck.
War gestern auch nicht? Weißt du es nicht? Was weiß ich? Er ist suspendiert.
Look how freaked out she is.
Oh no.
Unser Kind ist weg und hat nichts Besseres zu tun, als diese Fotze zu finden.
Oh,
Oh my
no, he thinks she's gone to
God.
Hannah.
The thing is, he's stopped that because of your son.
Nein, Charlotte, es ist nicht besser so.
Hey, Katarina has a temper on her, huh?
Yeah. So she'd rather he be at work than like being bored and going and screwing Hannah, which isn't happening.
Little does she know what he's been involved in.
Hier,
The necklace.
habe ich unter der Brücke gefunden.
Nur weil wir ficken, heißt es nicht, dass du alles über mich wissen musst, okay?
I mean, relax. He just returned something that belonged to you.
Ich will wissen, wer du bist. Wer du wirklich bist.
He has always been intrigued.
Nicht heute, okay?
What could her secrets be? How could they be relevant?
Maybe she time travels. I don't know. Anything's up for grabs at this point.
Wouldn't that be weird now? How do you explain to her that you're my aunt? Like, I don't want to have...
Right.
Yeah.
Mann, ich bin's. Jetzt meld dich doch endlich mal.
That'd be frustrating for her. She's needed someone this whole time and...
Franziska? Martha?
There's a lot going on that you don't know about, love.
Warum haben wir eigentlich alle Geheimnisse voneinander?
Yep, it's a good question.
Will man eben für sich behalten.
That was me. I'm like, can everyone just like let me know what's going on? And everyone's like, nah. That's Katarina. That's Katarina.
It is.
Tu doch nicht so blöd. Ulrich, ist er hier?
Nein. Warum sollte er hier sein?
I mean, don't act dumb.
Stück Scheiße. Wie
Damn.
lange geht das schon, hä? Ein Monat? Halbes Jahr?
Probably years.
Ich weiß nicht, wo mein Kind ist. Und ich weiß auch nicht, wo mein Mann ist. Mein Mann! Verstehst du?
Yeah, I mean, if I was her, I'd be going crazy too.
Oder hier?
Oh no, Katarina's gonna just snap here and lose the plot.
Macht dir das eigentlich Spaß? Ja? Geilt dich das auf, ja? Das Leben von anderen zu zerstören?
Yes. To be fair, it's also not her fault entirely. Like, he wanted it.
Es ist vorbei. Es ist vorbei.
She's accepted that. That's big for her.
Ich habe es beendet.
Oh my gosh.
You
what's
lying
lie?
bitch. Oh my god. I was like, okay, there might be a redeeming moment.
Never wanted any of it. Nah, she makes me sick, dude.
Disgusting.
wollte dich verlassen. Ich habe ihm gesagt, das ist...
She really is just poison, man. She's so poisonous.
How is Jonas so pure?
Also, mich liebt.
That's not even true.
Dass es jetzt vorbei ist, Katharina.
And he can't even defend himself because he's in a different timeline. That's sickening.
Oh.
Hannah is the biggest sneaky snake, man.
Yeah, number one on the snake list. I'm over it. I'm over her
She's
fucking
not higher than
bullshit.
Cersei, but she's bad.
Do not comfort her. Yuck.
Yuck, man. Look at her.
That's disgusting, honestly. So if she can't have Ulrich, she just wants someone else to have Ulrich. Ugh.
That's the old, who we think to be the old Claudia.
Yes.
Which would be his grandmother, true?
Kann ich Ihnen helfen?
Du musst Bartosz sein. Ich bin Claudia, deine Großmutter.
Yeah, damn.
Meine Mutter hat gesagt, du bist vor meiner Geburt gestorben.
Deine Mutter hat dir sicherlich eine Menge Geschichten über mich erzählt. Nur einige davon sind wahr.
Oh, shit.
Wenn du nicht tot bist. Wo warst du denn in den letzten Jahren?
Or when were you all these years?
Eine lange Geschichte. Vielleicht erzähle ich sie dir eines Tages.
Tell us today.
Ich muss noch was erledigen.
No way.
Ich möchte, dass
What?
du ihr das gibst. Machst du das für mich?
What is she gonna take care of, man?
Es war noch davor. Vor dem Sommer und allem, was danach kam.
For that summer.
Ich habe sehr viel falsch gemacht damals.
Well, when she's not getting a full story, how can you make the proper
Glaube,
decision?
wenn ich die Zeit zurückdrehen könnte. Ich würde vieles anders machen.
Maybe you can.
What was the point of the dust?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Is that like from the nuclear plant? Something's in the atmosphere? Oh, this Alexander, she's gonna give him his stuff.
Now you're gonna, like, why now?
Keine Sorge. Der Inhalt ist in sicherer Verwahrung.
Was willst du?
What the hell?
So she's kind of saying, I know you're not Alexander.
Warum sitzen du und Regina in eurem hübschen Häuschen und ich kann nicht mal meine Stromrechnung bezahlen?
Oh.
Oh my
Blackmail.
God.
Dass du mir einen Gefallen tust.
What?
Ich will, dass du Ulrich fertig machst.
Dude, she's a vengeful bitch.
She's disgusting.
What's he gonna do about it?
I want him to lose everything.
Like,
Wie soll ich das machen? Was stellst du dir vor?
I know, right? Like, what's he gonna do?
Ist mir völlig egal, wie du es machst und wie du bezahlen musst. Mach ihn einfach fertig.
Honestly, wouldn't you want better for your family? Like, if you're gonna blackmail someone, use it, I want a better life for me and my son.
Interessanter Name. Ich finde, er passt viel besser zu dir.
So I was right about it being Boris Newald.
Yeah.
That's a new surname.
Yeah, a new one. That's what I'm saying. See how he's a different person? He's not Alexander, what I was saying earlier.
No, but what do you mean? That reference me. He has two different names, different identities.
He took on someone else's identity.
I'm not sure that that was the point. I thought that was same identity, different name.
And your name is your identity.
Talk about it later, Pudgey.
Hallo.
That's something you would do if I was ghosting your calls.
Kannst du mir mal sagen, was es soll?
Where do you
Ich versuche dich
begin?
seit Tagen zu erreichen und du schreibst sie mal zurück.
How weird would it be for him knowing that it's his auntie?
Du machst einfach so mit mir rum. Denkst du, die alte ist gerade labil, da hole ich mir einfach mal, was ich kriegen kann, oder was?
I get how she feels.
Mann, jetzt sag doch mal was!
He doesn't know what to say. Like, where do you begin?
Das war falsch.
Was war falsch?
Das zwischen uns. Das war nicht richtig.
Oh, I'd be fuming if I was her.
She doesn't know how right he is.
Wegen Bartosz?
Because of a lot more than that, but yeah.
Nein, nicht wegen Bartosz.
Ooh, okay.
Wir passen einfach nicht, okay?
That's even worse, honestly. That's that's the worst answer.
But what else can he say at this point? She'll think it's crazy.
Wir sind falsch.
Shaq, doesn't that feel wrong?
Damn. How conflicting would that be?
I know. Because I'm sure right now it feels right.
Das hier ist falsch, ja?
God damn.
You feel that chemistry.
Es tut mir leid.
I know. Dare I say, I almost want to say they're a good fit for each other.
I
But I'm a creep for saying
know.
that.
Game of Thrones shit.
Auch Informationen über Ulrich. Alles, was nützlich sein könnte.
Oh, I knew this guy was going to be sus.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
In ein paar Tagen. Wenn alles ruhiger geworden ist.
Of course he has someone on the inside.
The truck, is that the truck with the tire track style following with the red sand maybe?
Yep.
That's
the
why
red
he was so
sand was
nosy.
in Peter's car.
As well, but also
Oh, okay,
in the
yeah.
bodies were dug up. That's why he was always so nosy on the case.
Yes. Which I always had like a sneaky suspicion, but...
We did, yeah, we kept saying that.
Yeah, you might be right, because the whole place is full of this dust. Oh. Oh, isn't this interesting now?
Yeah, you'd be pretty confronted looking at that room.
First you'd be like, what has he done to my walls? And then it's all this crazy shit. Mikhail's on there.
Is she gonna think he somehow did it? Surely not.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Okay.
Maybe some
So
of the
those are the
babble
three
that her
timelines.
yeah, maybe some of the babble that her mother was saying kind of a few things click. I don't know. Is this like working now? Like I don't. What is the point of it?
You wait, you'll find out, Pudgey.
We know. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Thinking it's the drug dealers. Bunny Noah.
He's spinning him again. Interesting.
Sie hatten recht. Alles ist so eingetreten, wie Sie es vorher gesagt haben.
Oh, he knew the grandmother would
Oh,
come.
shit.
Hast du über mein Angebot nachgedacht?
They're gonna use him.
What is he gonna get involved in now?
Ich habe Arbeit für dich. Aber unter einer Bedingung. Du darfst nicht drüber sprechen. Mit niemandem.
Okay. Oh, how does that tie into Bartos?
Well, it's
or
his
whatever
son.
it is? No, I know, but at that time.
Oh, is he the one that sealed up this door? Remember they had it all sealed?
Yeah. Is that Hannah?
Looks like her. Oh no, it's that person. Oh.
Who is that? Oh, it's with all the
Yellow barrels, yeah.
I'd be scared to open that up, honestly.
Oh, he's playing around with the phone.
Yeah,
Ulrich's
trying
phone.
to figure it out.
Oh, what the hell?
Ich möchte, dass Sie das für mich bauen.
Oh.
So she's the one that initially gave him the idea?
Yeah.
Sagen wir, es ist etwas, das den Lauf der Zeit gerade rücken wird.
Interesting.
All right, I feel like we have a big discussion ahead of us because I just think like every point in this episode brought up something. Like every storyline moved forward.
And that's a good show.
Yeah,
right?
it's good. It's heavy. My brain's trying to like piece it together.
Okay. So what we'll start with is this whole Alexander storyline, right? Because we saw there that in the passport, he has taken over someone else's identity.
Well, to clarify, I knew you'd jump in too aggressively. We went back and looked. We didn't say it because, you know, we've got to sort of cover the gap of what we were saying in the reaction.
No, what you were saying. I was always on this.
Yes, but you got to clue people in, you know. You're not good
clue
when it comes,
people in that you're
when
a
it comes
bit
to that,
slow.
you're really bad. No. So we saw 2 passport identities. Now, we were obviously going back and forth during it, unsure on what was what. We went back and took a look, which Pudgey wanted to admit. And yes, it seems like the Alexander identity, it seems like Pudgey was correct, as much as I want to vomit saying that it looks like he's taken, so he's actually Boris, supposedly that's his original name, but he's taken somebody's identity.
Alexander's, yeah.
Now I'm left to wonder if that identity is somebody that they
tries to remove.
Do they remove from time and then insert someone else to change the course of events? I don't know.
And I think an important detail is that Alexander was born in 65, right? And
yeah, it was saying that, but it's also, was it saying that, or is that when the passport was issued?
No. He was born, I think, February something, 1965. And whereas Boris was born in 83 and he was in 86 timeline.
65, hang on. He's born in 65.
So,
but Boris was born in 83.
Yes.
So that means he had to have time traveled, as you know.
Yes.
Because to fill in that 20-year gap, or whatever it is.
Can you do the math for me? Is he from...
well, you assume he's from 53 if he's born in 65.
Yes.
But hang on, 65 was the identity he assumed in the 83 timeline.
86 timeline.
In the 86 timeline. Fuck, there's so much stuff going on, dude. So you assume if he's got a new identity in 86, he must have been born from 53. But we're assuming that Boris is also not a forgery. So he could have been from any timeline. That could have also been his second identity.
Yeah.
Let's not get too confident with our theories. All we know is that almost confirms for us that he time traveled at some point because he's presumed someone's identity.
For me, the only reason why it's not like a second identity is there was one passport with his face and his information. The second passport was someone else's face and their information.
Yes,
and he's
but I'm just saying, the minute you've got 3 timelines, it's naive to just assume, oh, he's definitely from that timeline there because we don't know.
For sure,
so that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So we're just going to go with that theory for now.
And then, so that also ties into whatever his name is. Bartosz. Noah came to him and said, like, this is going to happen, and it did. Claudia came and visited him.
But then I find that whole thing weird, and I'll tell you why. Because Noah, right, we're seeing him in 3 different timelines. You just assume it's the same version of himself, but technically, because there's a Noah of all different timelines, unless he's not part of the 3 at all, Noah has technically, there must be an older Noah out there, younger Noah. So how does he not get in the way of himself? The same way we saw Helge come in and intervene, like be there when his younger self.
Maybe he somehow eliminated them. I don't know.
But then he wouldn't exist. So it's a trippy one. I was thinking about that. I'm like, okay, you're always in every timeline, but there must be another version of you also having done the timeline.
Same with the cloaked man, right? So, and you can see the lines on his neck. So I don't know if that's somehow...
Yeah, there might be a piece that they're missing on how you escape it. There's no lines on Noah's neck right now. Well, we do see a lot of scars on his back, I think.
Yeah, the only thing that we know is that with death you can escape it. And we don't necessarily know what that means, but
you can escape the labyrinth of sorts.
Yes.
But put that aside for a second. I just want to nail that thought home. That it is interesting to me because Noah, again, like time travel gets really trippy because he has this he's on this venture. He's going to change everything and he's doing something. But how do you know that you're not actually just like Ulrich, like everyone else, just playing into time the way you already have, thinking you're doing something different, and you've already done this? Like there must be a variable there, maybe to do with the labyrinth and the hanging or something.
That's what I'm thinking.
Where he's outside of this scope because he's appearing in each timeline and he somehow knows what's going to happen. He's really got, You know, because even when we saw him writing the dates, it's like, okay, you're writing down the dates here, but then the dates have already been written in 2019 with a book. So are you on top of that? Are you aware that what you're doing now has already been done in the future? Because for you to do it now, it would have already had to affect the future timeline.
Were they the same dates though?
Maybe not, but just thinking of all these things.
Because then Noah, what was I going to say?
No one knows.
What was he connected to? Oh, the Helge thing, right? So he went to Helge's mother knowing that he's now like missing or dead or whatever it is. Well, we know he didn't die as a boy. Or maybe that had something to do with the time thing. Maybe he was dead, but then because of the thing coming up.
Well, we know at some point he has Helge in that room, which we've seen.
Yes.
So he went to the mother, somehow inserting himself in that scenario. Then he's going to take Helge as a boy, but then unlike the other ones, it seems like rather than experiment on him, he uses him to become like his ally, because as he gets older, that must have been a turning point. Because then as he gets older, we see that he's already been working with Noah for some time. And then we got so much in this episode, man. Then we got about, we got a little bit about Noah and his story. I feel like it's more than that, and there's more to it. But he has a very bleak view, essentially that people are bad and pain and suffering is just going to continue, and that humanity is doomed to just destroy themselves and destroy everything.
Which if you've watched our channel quite a bit, then you would know our view on that. We have the complete opposite view, which is just interesting to see someone like Noah kind of communicate.
Yeah, we don't believe people are fundamentally bad, but we also understand when you look at, not to get too complex right now, but when you look at all facets of human history and behavior, you can understand also why people look at that and go, well, there's so much destruction. Isn't that just, and it gets worse at times, isn't that just hurtling us towards either self-discovery or self-destruction, sort of the race against time. So that's
literally.
So that's a concept that can be discussed many ways. We'll keep it in the scope of this show for now.
Yeah.
But yeah, we generally don't think people are fundamentally born bad. But Noah seems to think that you can't be saved or redeemed. You are bad unless he manipulates everyone, including himself, unless he manipulates the timeline. And that's why he's sort of okay with being the devil of sorts or being dark.
That's what I mean. Would you do, was Mads bad? Was Eric bad?
Well, maybe not right now, but his version of bad. But his version of bad, like Ulrich with Helge, it might be you're not bad now, but either who you'll become or what you'll do. It could be his great-great-great-grandchild that will do something, and he's like, well, you're the catalyst for that. I need to end that. So by causing that, you are their bad.
That's what I mean. Where do you begin? Where do you end? It's crazy. And that's just within this town, right?
Yeah. And I love the time. I didn't really even think about it, but it's so obvious. The name Noah coming with Noah's Ark, it's probably not even his real name, but, with the biblical story of Noah's Ark and how, you're going to sweep the earth in its darkest time and destroy all the pain and upset and hatred. Settle down, Pudgey. Let me just finish this one.
Go on.
Destroy. It's a little bit ego there. Pudgey's having caffeine. She rarely has it, so you might notice a little bit more, anti than usual. But you're going to cleanse the earth of all the darkness, and only the innocents will survive and start anew. And that's sort of what Noah thinks he's doing through this timeline thing, which is very fascinating.
But let's think about that, right? Because he specifically said that device is his ark. But in that device, he is burning the eyes and ears off these children.
But now we don't know what that device's purpose is. And we already know he's prepared to go...
And maybe, but maybe when Helge said it's not working, maybe they've already tried it and that's what it's doing. And that's the thing of it's not, so maybe they're not meant to be doing that.
Maybe, but also I don't think that matters either way at this point, because we've already acknowledged that he has this purpose in this journey. He's prepared to be the devil to do what he thinks is a righteous cause. Yes. So he doesn't necessarily be doing the nice thing or the good thing.
Yeah. He's
prepared to do, if he thinks it's going to save humanity in the end, the end justifies the means for him.
That's what I'm saying. What does he think this device is going to do in terms of the ark? It being his ark.
Yeah, well, there's a mystery to that. Obviously, that will be interesting to find out at some point.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much. And then we've got, then another thing with that whole time, I'm going to destroy my brain with this, but then you get Claudia, right? Mm-hmm. And she comes in and gives Tannhaus the schematics for the device that he's going to build.
The blueprints, yeah.
But then that obviously later the Cloakman's using it. He's repairing it. He writes a book on it. So then it's like, well, did Claudia always... If Claudia always did that, we're seeing it now like it's present in her time. Like, she's gone back from 2019 to 53 to create this device. But technically...
Claudia is
the old lady
from 53.
No, this one, the old lady we saw, is of 2019.
No,
the
I
old
know
version
that.
of
I
her.
know that. But she's from 53. She's gone to 2019 as an old lady.
No, because the Claudia that we saw in 86 is already in her time. She became president, remember? Or she became head of the nuclear in 86.
Yes. Oh, yes.
So she's that old part is a 2019 equivalent.
Yeah.
Now, she's gone back to 53 when she was just a little kid, when she originally lost her dog.
Yes.
And she's gone and given the schematics for this wormhole controlling time travel device. What I'm saying is weird about all this is because
But where are you getting that townhouse was in 53?
Because that's the time when he's young. That's the timeline we all went into where everything was happening. Like, we know that. What are we talking about now?
It's just a lot. Like,
we know.
It's like young, old, of three, everyone three times over.
We know that young townhouse is 53. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I understand why you're lost, but it's killing the flow of this theory. Like, it's killing it, dude. It's killing it, guys. I'm sorry. Like, I had a really good thing going.
Go.
So I'm trying to say
Yeah.
that 2019 Claudia, the old lady,
Yep.
has gone back to the earliest timeline we've got so far, 53,
Yep.
to give Townhouse this blueprint to build this device.
Yep.
Now her 2019 version of herself has thought about this to go do it, but that had already happened in the beginning because the Cloakman's already using that device.
Yes.
So what's weird is kind of like Ulrich, he's had this idea in 2019 to go and get Helge.
Yeah.
But it's like, you've already done this before because Helge's already gotten to where he's gotten to.
Yeah.
So it's just weird for me. I'm like, okay, you think she's going, this is going to save humanity, but it's like, you've already actually done this before. I know you need to do this now to keep the cycle going.
Yeah.
But are you changing anything? Because if you had, aren't we already on this cycle of destruction anyway?
But,
so that's what's
but
like
imagine
trippy.
a timeline where that 2019 version didn't. Then we wouldn't have all this stuff happening now.
But currently these timelines are linked. So I'm
Yeah.
saying the version of her that did that is currently on this trajectory.
Yes.
Which is interesting that these timelines currently, I mean, we don't know past 2019.
Yeah.
But we know that the Cloakman wants to change the time. He's saying that we're on the bad trajectory. Now maybe she's playing it's just funny because I'm like, she's coming from the future where we've already got this device to go to the past to give it. And I'm like, we've already been there, done that. And yet you've got to do that to start the whole callus of events. I'm just saying, how wild is that? Like, that blows my mind.
I need to go back and look at the picture, but you know the identity that Alexander got? Is Alexander the Cloaksman? Because I think they've got the same colour eyes, but...
I thought about that, but I don't think so because the young version of him in 86 that has taken a job... Oh, wait, is that 53? No, 86. That has taken a job... He's then going to marry Regina. So how would he then be the Cloakman?
No, I know that.
But then how would he be the Cloakman? Like, I'm saying, where in his life would he have gone to do that? I don't think they are the same person, no.
Are you... All right, so let's break it down. Cloakman's killed himself. We don't know what age. We don't know, like, whatever. Did those two know... Boris and the real Alexander know each other?
Oh, you're saying the real Alexander, is that the Cloakman?
Yes.
Okay, that's different.
Yes. So not Boris,
That's
who is
different.
Alexander now.
Maybe, I guess. He could be anyone at this point, but maybe.
Yeah, that's the thing. He can be anyone. I was just thinking about the eyes because the eyes are very, like, stark. But the Cloakman does have, like, bluish eyes, I'm pretty sure. Can't remember now.
Yeah, and Regina's discovered his base of operations, which might...
Yes.
And, you know, we've got some information that Claudia over summer... That next summer, things went really wrong. That's where I'm assuming something to do with time travel, whatever.
Yeah.
And that's sort of where everything went to shit for their relationship. So obviously, Regina maybe thought, you're a bit crazy. What are you talking about?
And then you'd think, like, what Mum was saying back then, maybe that was true now that she's seeing all of this and it's all flooding through her head again. Like, you just don't know.
Yeah. Again, we haven't seen much, but she seemed starstruck.
Now, Hannah.
Oh, she's really pissed me off. She's the one vile character in this. Like, when she goes over, I almost felt like, okay, like, at least you're accepting that. But she twisted in such a sickening way. It really just...
And for me as well, if you're going to I'm not saying blackmail is correct. I don't agree with it. But if you're going to be that person, use it for a better life for you and your son. Like, what? Like, to ruin Ulrich's life? Like...
Nah, she's very spiteful and vindictive, man. It's sickening. Like, Mikkel and Jonas are great characters, and they're wrapped up in this twisted... Maybe there's a reason for why she's so sick. Like, maybe in the timeline we'll get, you know, some sort of dots, what's driving her to be so crazy. But at the moment, man, she's very vile. I'm surprised Noah didn't recruit her. She'd be perfect.
Oh, like, yeah, right? I don't know. Like, it's just... She's too caught up in all of this. And poor Katerina, like, I genuinely feel sorry for her. I'm not saying she's the nicest person, because as soon as Hannah set up this whole Regina thing, she didn't have to act that way.
Hannah really is at the core of a lot of the problems going on with that group anyway.
Yeah, right? And like you said, there might be this thread, this driving force, but I don't know. I feel like it's also more than that. It's just like the person that she is as well. Because to some extent, like, people are, like, they still are who they are, regardless of, like, the events that have happened to them. The same stimulus can be brought upon someone else and they'll respond in a different way.
We're at this weird stage in the journey where there are some known time travelers with, we don't know, like, you know, we've got Noah, Claudia, the Cloaked Man. And then now you've got people like Ulrich and stuff, which you left to wonder, okay, because Ulrich didn't make it out of that time just yet. What if, like Claudia...
Yeah, he's locked up.
Yeah. What if, like Claudia, like others, he also becomes one of these people through time that finds this purpose, this role that my job is to just go stay 2019 now. I've got to go and be a part of this. What if there's going to be a group of people that are traveling through time? So you've got these time travelers, then you've got...
Well, another one to potentially add to the list, I don't know. It's just another mystery, but who's Magnus sleeping with? Ella's son?
Francesca.
I don't know why. Francesca. So just because of her necklace.
But she's also the daughter of Charlotte and Peter. So I'm like, how would she have time traveled? You know, would the father have really time traveled her? Like, she's their daughter, from what we understand.
Yeah, but look at Alexander. Alexander and Regina's son.
Being recruited, so she might be recruited by Noah.
Like, I don't know. Or she may not be recruited. She might be on the other side of it. Like, you just don't know.
And what was Alexander's mission? Like, what was he running from? He was shot. Like, you know what I mean? What was going on with him? That's going to be trippy when we find out the other side of that.
Yes. Because
he did know then more about Ulrich's son, but, like, he couldn't say. It's like, I knew, but because you got to assume he came with some, I can't assume that he's good, but he came with some mission.
No, he's come with a mission. There's a reason why he's at the power plant, whether that was on his own accord or someone else's, and he was trying to get away from whatever situation he was in a different timeline to now, and he specifically chose this timeline. He saved Regina, which is interesting. Like, was that always meant to be the case? Like, his future self, like, what I was thinking at that time was, he's an adult now in 2019 working at the power plant, and he's married to Regina, and they had that conversation about being there for each other, and she's got cancer, I'm going to be there and I'm going to support you and all this stuff. And whatever timeline he was from, like, now as him as this old man that Hannah just blackmailed.
Older man.
Did he go back and he's like, along my path, I'm going to save this girl, Regina, and maybe not have this experience for her? Because you said that they had already hung her.
Yeah, if you look back at with Katerina, she goes, is this... I mean, we already knew this because we already confirmed that in the previous episode.
The reason why sometimes there's gaps is because I can't read fast enough sometimes.
Yeah. But she was saying that, you know what, you go back at us because we'd hung you that summer. It was a game. That's what I go. I'm like, oh, they're always playing that down like it's a game.
Yeah,
that's not normal shit.
Yeah.
So they just thought that's why it lined up. That's why Ulrich also thought, like,
so
oh,
she
you
said
got
that
us
then.
back. Yes.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Like, he went back in time, but that doesn't even make sense.
No,
so
he might have saved her for a reason, but we don't know. But then also now we do know why he's getting massaged when that spot sore. It's that bullet. It must be where the bullet wound is. You had a theory about it last time. I can't remember what it was, but it's obviously the bullet wound, and it was sort of reacting in this colder weather. Maybe to do with a 33-year cycle at some point. Who knows?
Yeah, that as well. But yeah, like when you do get injured, that scar tissue is like there, and it's gonna, like, with weather changes, it does flare up and stuff. So Interesting. And then Regina, there was a lot of dust everywhere, so that was also interesting.
Yep. I wonder with the power plant, they keep saying about this summer incident, and it looked like if they're talking about next summer, because in 86, Claudia took over.
Yeah.
So next summer will be 87.
Yeah.
Or is it the summer of 86? I don't know, because this is German. I don't even know when the seasons are.
Yeah.
But anyway, they keep saying about last summer there was an incident, this summer there's an incident. What is it about summers that there's always an incident? I don't...
So, going back, I guess, to the start of the episode, Ulrich's grandmother, Tronte's mother, she kind of insinuated that Noah was her husband and is this bad person, which I thought was interesting. In a different conversation, another episode, I'm pretty sure she said that he wasn't technically dead, but you said in this episode that she said he was. Regardless, probably dead to her, whatever, like, or dead in general. We can obviously see he's still alive.
And we are assuming, it makes sense, but we are assuming that Noah is her husband. We haven't obviously got concrete confirmation yet. She said pastor. That's the only pastor that we know, so it adds up.
Which is then, makes sense why Tronte is part of this thing with Peter later on, potentially.
But wouldn't that mean that Noah, if Noah's her husband, he's then Ulrich's great-grandfather?
Yes.
Which means Mads is his great-great-grandchild who he's experimenting on.
Yes.
So
and now he's
now
Ulrich's son.
No, he didn't do Mikkel. Mikkel was... Well, actually, we don't know if he did Mikkel, but Mikkel sort of went through the timeline.
Yes.
Anyway, yeah, that family... The Nielsen family is a bloody... I don't know, they got some... some shit going on in that family tree.
Well, guys, we hope you enjoyed our reaction. If you did, don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments down below what you thought of this episode.
And if you want early access to our reactions, or you want to watch our uncut reactions, we'll leave a link to our Patreon down below. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you on our next reaction.
See you guys.